Hey guys, Alex Hamilton, eRise Education. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I decided it'd be cool to talk about a recent road trip that I took, which will give a bit of insight into the videos that I have lined up for the future. So in late May, I had the opportunity to attend my 5th year reunion at Brown University. In addition to the prospect of spending some time with classmates and friends and checking out some of the recent developments on campus, I thought, why not check out a few other campuses along the way? The drive up to Providence would be pretty long, with a lot of starting and stopping, so I might as well see what's along the way, right? I ended up running with this idea and mapped out many of the colleges and universities spread throughout the Northeastern United States. Ultimately, I hit every single state in the Northeast, from Pennsylvania all the way up to Maine, and altogether, I stopped to film 43 college campuses. Here's the order that I did them in. I also drove by some other schools, such as Rosemont College and Emerson College, but unfortunately, I didn't have time to get out and film these campuses. If you include the other campuses that I drove around but didn't have time to film, that brings my total to 47. This was spread out over a period of 13 days, meaning I hit over 3 campuses a day on average. On some occasions, that was 5 schools a day. Needless to say, it was a really intense experience with thousands of miles on the road and lots of hotel hopping. Parking, especially at some of the larger universities, was an absolute nightmare. So why would I do this? Well, even though the experience was really stressful, it was also really exciting. There are just so many awesome colleges and universities between Pennsylvania and Maine, and I had the chance to see them in person. I also had the opportunity to experience different kinds of architecture, from the Gothic styles of Princeton and Yale to the neoclassical columns of Columbia and MIT. And I had the chance to see the immense diversity of college communities, from the highly urbanized campuses of Penn and NYU to the rural environments of Dartmouth and Middlebury. Along the way, I ran into old friends, made some new friends, and had the chance to see so much going on in the college communities. I went around graduation time, so there were a lot of cool events and festivities happening both on and off campus. Seeing all the lively activity around places like Princeton's Nassau Street and Brown's Thayer Street really made the trip worth it. Of course, I also had the chance to try some really awesome cuisine, like lobster rolls in Boston and authentic deli sandwiches in New York. When you visit in person, you really get the chance to explore the history of these areas, encounter the hospitality and culture of the locals, and even enjoy hearing them pronounce certain words in an interesting way. Those of you who studied in Massachusetts know what I mean. But most importantly, I believe that visiting in person is truly the best way to learn about a school. You can only learn so much through a school admission site or through virtual Q&A sessions. You have to spend time walking around campus to truly get a sense of what life is like there. Of course, not everyone has the opportunity to visit these campuses, so I wanted to make sure that I did, so that I could share the experience with all of you. When I applied to 22 colleges and universities during my undergraduate application, I only had the opportunity to visit 2 campuses because of time and monetary concerns. So I really enjoy helping students explore colleges of their interest. I hope that for those of you who are applying to college this year, this gives you an opportunity to reference some of the tour highlights in your application's essay. That way, you can showcase to the admissions committee that you've done your homework. Another thing is that when I was walking around Brown, I really felt the memories flooding back to my mind when I visited those spots that I love so much on campus. There was a lot of meaning behind these places because of the memories that I formed when I was there. And I hope that for those of you who attended one of the schools that I visited can also experience some of that feeling when you watch these videos. So I hope that you're able to enjoy these tours even if you've already graduated. And you might even get the chance to see some recent developments happening on your campus. Ultimately, we're so fortunate to have so many great colleges and universities, each with its own distinctions and strengths, all throughout the United States. And that's not something that you can experience through a website or through a series of images. This trip was definitely my busiest adventure yet, but I'm really glad that I took it, and I'm even more excited for what's to come. There are going to be lots of new tour videos released over the coming months, so stay tuned. And let me know down in the comments below which of these campus tour videos you're most looking forward to. And if you've taken any similar college road trips in the past, feel free to share any pointers. I could really use them on my next trip. If you like this kind of content, then be sure to like and subscribe so you can support my channel and the development of more videos. And be sure to check out some of our other videos on tours and essay guidance if you're applying, or if you just want to chill out and experience a new campus that you haven't seen before. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.